Hey everybody. There was a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh news that came out. Like when I say a lot, I'm talking like they hit us with two ban lists and some stellar dinosaur support. And I'm not even a dino, fan like Don Juan or any of the other big, Yu-Gi tubers and stuff like that. But that's actually a funny picture from Shiggy's. But no, I wanted to actually talk to you guys about this. So because for intents and purposes, the there's I had a choice between putting this in a stream, and I had a choice between doing that or um like doing a video. And frankly, given it's 10:41 at night and way past my bedtime, I don't think I really have the luxury, unfortunately, of doing that. So I am just opening up a window capture on my end here. Screen, whatever. Not Duel Links, bookmarks, Twitter. Cool. Let me just lower that a little bit. We'll just put that up right here in the corner. Get rid of studio mode. That looks nice and clean, doesn't it? So, what do we have here, ladies and gents? I wanted to start, at the very least, we have a couple things. For one, we have some Master Duel leaks that are done. We will be doing those last. This is from Decade on YouTube. We will be looking at those last because I want to respect the fact that not everybody wants leaks. So I will give you all a verbal warning before we look into that. Okay? Okay, so let's get started with the the dinosaur support, which is frankly not at least a little fucking bonkers. You have Transcendrake Meteoros, which is a level 12 fire dinosaur monster that is with 3,500 attack and 700 defense. It cannot be normal summoned or set, because what? Deadass, why would you normal summon or set this motherfucker? He's 12 stars. He takes the same amount of tributes as the fucking Egyptian gods. And it must be special summoned by a card effect. So thankfully he can be special summoned by any card effect that can special summon him, but that's the only way he can be summoned. You can only use each effect of Transcendrake Meteoros once per turn. During your opponent's turn... Didn't they have the Kaijus the Duel Links? Holy shit. Good. You can destroy 2 other dinosaur monsters from your hand and or field. And if you do, special summon this card from your hand. Okay, so you can pop 2 cards in your hand. Popping them, I remind you, also includes fucking the babies, Triceratops and Ceratosaurus, which a pterodactyl, I mean to say, which turns into extra shit in hand, which is insane. And so you get to add stuff out of that to your hand, which is great. Also, if this card is special summoned, you can send 1 dinosaur monster from your deck to your graveyard. So it's a foolish fucking burial as well. I can hear the Soul-Eating Oviraptor, Miscellaneousaurus, all of the shenanigans being done. And if this card is destroyed, you can shuffle 1 normal monster from your graveyard into the deck, then you can special summon this card. So if you are playing, Megalo Smasher X in the deck, and you pitch it for whatever reason, you just get to Foolish Burial again, along with a big fucking beat stick. Insane. The next card we have is Meteoros, which can only use each effect of this card once per turn. If a card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. So you can, again, get to summon this after popping your babies in your hand. During your main phase, you can destroy one dinosaur monster from your hand or field, then special summon one dinosaur normal monster from your hand or deck. Also for the rest of this turn, you can only special summon dragon, dinosaur, sea serpent, and or worm monsters from your extra deck. That doesn't really restrict a lot of things whatsoever. This could unironically be, I feel like if you get a level 4 normal, I think there's, I don't know. I saw someone online saying that this was, this plus one other card is Barone, but I'm doubtful of that. But we'll see. The fusion Transcend Drake Gigantosaur. I was doing my best Aiden Ross impersonation there, stuttering over big words, but at least I'm stuttering over, the stupid playing card game for children instead of, fundamental concepts that are antithetical to democracy. But I digress. If this card is special summoned, you can target one dinosaur you can only use each effect once per turn, yada yada yada. It takes one dinosaur monster and one normal monster as material. If this card is special summoned, you can target one dinosaur monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Then, if this card was special summoned from the graveyard, you can destroy both one card in your hand and or on your field and one card your opponent controls. So, literally, on special summon, get the baby Triceratops back to hand. When you special summon this from the graveyard, then pop the baby in your hand again, pitch it, bring another extender to your hand, probably Oviraptor or Scrap Raptor, whatever, and then pop something on your opponent's field. If this card is destroyed, you can shuffle one normal monster from your graveyard into the deck. Then you can special summon this card. So I want to remind everybody that for all the big Unga Bunga beaters in this release, I believe all the extra deck monsters in the first one have this effect, so I will be ignoring it unless it does something notably different. Fourth, we have Transcend Drake Gracesaurus. Cannot be destroyed. One tuner and one non-tuner monster. This is fully generic. Cannot be destroyed by battle. 3600 beat stick already. Wow. Your opponent cannot target dinosaur monsters you control that were special summoned from the graveyard with card effects. They also cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Okay, so Floodgate Shenanigans, Joy. If this card is destroyed, you can shuffle one normal monster from your deck, from your graveyard into the deck. Then you can special summon this card. You can only use this effect once per turn. So I'm glad they put a once per turn effect on that, because that's notable, and I appreciate that. There's actually two more cards. They have an Xyz. You can only use the first and third effects of Transcend Drake Drillgonatus once per turn. You can detach one Xyz material from this card, then target one of your banished dinosaur monsters, special summon to your field. Giant Rex Turbo, I guess? Holy shit. Battle damage that this card without Xyz materials inflicts to your opponent in battle with a monster is doubled. Meaning, if it has no materials, it beats over your opponent's monsters for double battle damage. Granted, it doesn't do double battle damage, but your opponent takes double battle damage. Meaning, if you run this 3,000 beat stick into a monster that has a 1,500 attack, your opponent takes 3k. normal monster shuffle effect. And here comes arguably the most busted card in the set. Ground Zero. A normal spell. You can only use each effect once per turn. Add 1 dinosaur tuner or normal or dinosaur normal monster from your deck to your hand, then destroy 1 card in your hand. So get Scrap Raptor, pop Baby, get and then get another dinosaur to your hand. You can banish this card from the graveyard, fusion summon 1 dinosaur fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters on your hand or field as material. So let's break that down. Ground Zero, let's say you have duds in the rest of your hand. Let's just say you have let's just say you have Pot of Extravagance, 2 3 Pot of Desires if they were legal. Like you have 2 Pot of Extravagance, a pot and 3 Pot of Desires, and then you just draw into Ground Zero and your opponent has no interruption. So what happens? The following. They activate Ground Zero. Add Scrap Raptor to hand. Then they destroy 1 card in their hand, probably one of the pots. Cool. So then they use Soul Eating Oviraptor. They social summon Soul Eating Oviraptor. I believe that card allows them to add either pitch a card to the graveyard or add a monster to hand, whatever. Like let's say it adds a monster to hand on summon. Adds baby Triceratops or what the fuck ever. And then you go from that into this by taking the and then from there you go into say you take the Soul Eating Oviraptor and you go into and you pick up something like I don't fucking know this fucking thing here, the Xenometeoros. You can then you frickin' pop something in your hand. You pop the baby Ceratosaurus in your hand. You special summon it, and then you whatever. It's just I don't play dinosaurs, but I'm just like imagining just shenanigans like special summon this like dead ass. Like this card could if you with a competent dinosaur player, this unbricks anything. And then the fusion's an extender. The fusion monster is excellent just as a fucking extender. And here's the thing: dinosaurs were already doing Ultimate Conductor Tyranno Turbo, which was already powerful. But man, dude, this stuff is just they say listen. I know the extra deck is treated like a toolbox, but for just extension for a lot of decks. But man, that's what the fuck it is for dinosaurs. Holy crap! So we come from that, and the next thing we need to talk about is the TCG ban lists, and this is what I'm really excited about. We have a absolute annihilation of the top decks with no one getting hit more hard than Tier Elements. Kit Kalos, banned. Scythe, banned. Barrier Statue of the Stormwinds, that is a strong Floowandereeze ban there. And Sprite Elf. Frankly, I feel like the sprites kind of are underrepresented. They don't have any tops. They're just not as good as Tier Elements at the end of the day, but you know what? Fine. Limited. They limited all of the Ishizu cards. Most of the Tier Element main deck cards, and Ancient Fairy Dragon got an errata, so we're getting that back. So that's poggers. Unlimited. Yatagarasu finally. Destruda, the Lost Dragon's Frisian. I don't remember what that does off the top of my head, but I was watching MBT earlier and he was like, that sounds terrible. Jet Synchron can come off, Mega Fandom Beast can go off. Like, basically everything that was put there because fucking, Halka Fibrax was, like, finally, like, made banned. Like, these could finally come off because, like, the Halka Fibrax, like, shenanigans. Like, one card, like, dead ass, like, a one card fucking, like, a one card, you know, synchro, like Link Monster setup like that is just a nightmare. So glad they got rid of that. Servatum and Dimion, there's like 3 people that are happy about that. True Kim, Lothagen, the Disaster, yeah, that could come off a good share. Yatagarasu, that should have been off like 10 years ago. But whatever. Spiral Resort, like, as long as they don't get Master Planner and that stays banned, you can give Spiral whatever the fuck they want. They're never going to get out of rogue status. So that, like, I'm super duper happy about. I mean, Spiral always being in limbo. I will say, though, the fact that Tier Element, like, I was dead ass going to go pick up a playset of Tier Elements. And I gotta be honest, I'm fucking stoked that this shit is gone. Because now I can, you know, build towards, you know, playing some more edge cases and not just how to punish Tier Elements turbo, you know what I mean? Which is fun for me. And I feel like will be more engaging with time, at least in bits and pieces. So, ladies and gentlemen, right now we are going to be getting into the. Hey Dark, how you doing? I'm so sorry I missed your chat. I've been just going ham, but yeah. So right now we're going to get into the last little bit of. Oh, I should probably receive all this. God, how long has it been since I played fucking Duel Links? Jesus Christ. We are going to get into this last video, which is going to be the spoilers for the leaks for Master Duel. It's DK'd, and he's, you know, he might, you know, sometimes get up to some dickhead shenanigans on Twitter. But realistically, I'll give credit where credit is due. He's generally pretty good, even if he, you know, shits on Duel Links, the game that kind of gave him a fucking career in the first fucking place. But I'm in no position to give slander to the king of Duel Links, especially when, you know, your boy here ain't doing as well as I very well could be. Anyhow, let's watch this, shall we?
I have big news on the leaks. I have exclusive data mines from my source. I was about to go to bed. I'm gonna sound really tired throughout this video. I was right.
Cringe. Fast forward.
Let's get right into the leaks of the first anniversary and the next pack leaks. I now know that Sprite is coming and that my leaks are legit. So we have fools. Why is DK lying about leaks? Why is he clickbait? Why is he such? So this is now confirmation that Sprite is.
Okay. So we're getting Sprite, new Elemental Hero, and Morphtronic cards have been added.
Is being added to.
I'm just gonna. This guy's he's being
actual first.
All right, he's being insufferable. A wide variety of cards that work well with the cards obtained in the first anniversary pack. Cool. Alternate art UR cards are here during the campaign. If you pull Eldritch the Golden Lord or Nightmare Criminal Pack, the art will be different from usual. That's cool. Check alternate cards. Purchase page for secret pack. Blah blah blah.
We're gonna show what the unicorn looks like.
Yeah.
Unicorn. I think Masquerade's hopped on Unicorn, yeah? Boom. No, it's Ibly. Yeah, wait, alternative art.
Fabulous! Alright, so those are the alternative arts. Alright.
Cool entities, I can't speak right now. It's going to be replaced there, right there. Okay. Now, the campaign runs for a limited time only. Please check the in-game notifications for details regarding the campaign period. Currently, you cannot generate Eldritch and Unicorn. You could generate Eldritch, the Golden Lord, and Nightmare Unicorn with regular art. Ooh, you have to pull it. You cannot craft it. Okay, that's what I was questioning and talking about, knowing that it would be added to the secret packs, but I didn't know if you could also craft it, and I didn't know it was limited time. After this campaign, there may be measures similar to those above. Okay. What's a good way to go down the screen without weird scrolling? Oh, there we go. Now, this says the...
maybe measures similar to above or alternate could be added to master packs or maybe greater. Legendary monsters feature have been played various roles in the manga and anime. Also, cards included related to monsters is recommended for those who want to blah 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 blah. The new sprite archetype, which utilizes level, rank 2, and link 2 monsters, is now available. Also, check out the new possibilities of fusion enabled by elemental hero Neos, the new power of the courageous Morphtronic, a bright new face of Punk, and other cards you won't miss.
Well, Dink and that Punk should maybe think that cannot elemental hero. I go. There's extra believe Photoshop from me.
So that's
I also made
cool.
this. Does this?
All right, so those aren't what they're going to look like guaranteed. All right, so basically, the leaks here are we're going to be getting alternate art Eldritch, the Golden Lord, alternate art Nightmare Unicorn, both of which look really cool. We're going to be getting Sprite, which we kind of knew because of the Totally Awesome bands and the Union Carrier hits. We are going to be getting Neo support, probably some of the new ones that came out of the most recent Power of the Elements. Probably and some more in the Morphtronic support, probably the earphones, like the AirPod, Morphtronic. So keep an eye out for that. Although I'm still curious as what, ultimately it's gonna lead to. Pardon me, I'm just looking through trying to do something with these tickets that I've gotten from Duel Links that I'm probably never gonna use. Do I go for the Six Samurai or do I just go for something or another? Head judging. Excuse me. Oh well. So yeah, that's where that is at. I am unsure what is going to... Yeah, I'm unsure. It's like I know Sprite, I'm curious to see how Sprite is going to be in the Yu-Gi-Oh meta. I feel like what's going to probably end up happening is that Sprite is going to have it showing, and it's either going to be kind of lackluster like it is in the TCG right now, but pre-hit, or it's going to be on some degenerate shenanigans that is some grade A bullshit. And I don't really feel like there's going to be really in between. I don't Sprite has too many good extenders for it to end up being in that way. But I'm also not super confident that. I'm also not super confident in what they'll end up doing with that. But I don't know. I guess it kind of. I guess on some level it kind of remains to be seen, and we'll see what happens when we get there. I guess I need to double check before I pick characters here on what that's going to be. But yeah, those are the lot of Yu-Gi-Oh news. Today. A lot of drops all in one go. We got the bands. We've got a bunch of YCSs. We got couple the Gold Pride cards, which are interesting. GX speed duel stuff. Love to see it. Yep. So that's all well and good. I'm kind of interested to see. Well deserved. I think this kind of sums it up the best in my personal opinion. Not that I have any complaints whatsoever. I'm quite pleased with how this ended up. Although, even so, I think this is. I know that I know that I am streaming this, and I know that it's I normally would do something like that, but I feel like for now it's this is appropriate. I gotta be honest. I can't say I'm too fond of the idea of waking up super late last night. No, tomorrow morning. Yeah, it's no boy, no boy, no. Local character message starts Fudo. Reduce your opponent's life points to 0. Shit, I haven't even unlocked Dark Signer Callan. Oh wait, no, I do. Dark Signer Callan using it. I kind of want to take a look at which characters for me to unlock would be a giant pain in the ass to do. Yu-Gi-Oh! The main series. But yep, that's the fucking video, y'all. I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I gotta go to bed. It's past my bedtime. Holy shit. Catch y'all a little bit later. Toodles, folks.